Hello guys and welcome one more day to the CD Collecetion. How are you doing today? So I thought that for the video of today it will be cool to take a look to my AC/DC CD collection that, even though if it's not complete, is not small neither. Let's check it out! Before I actually start showing you my CDs, I have to tell you that I started listening AC/DC when I was again 4 or 5 years old. My older brother used to have a copy of Who Made Who that sadly he sold. It would have been cool to have it for this video, but I couldn't find an exact copy of it. But anyway, after that I remember he bought a VHS of Live at Donington, which I still have. I don't know whether I still have, and also a DVD of the DVD of No Bull, the Life in Madrid, that I still have, but today we're gonna concentrate on CDs. Okay, I'm gonna start showing you my Australian CDs that are just basically two. So we're gonna start with this copy of High Voltage, not your usual High Voltage that you listen all the time. This one includes Baby Please Don't Go, She's Got Balls, Little Lover, Stick Around, Soul Stripper, You Ain't Got a Hold on Me, Love Song, and Show Business. So this one I got in a shop in Lille, I don't remember the name. I paid 3 or 5 euros for it, which actually is nothing because I saw the prices it goes in Discogs and eBay and all that, and it's actually nothing. And actually they got the collection of a client that sadly died, passed away, and all the collection went to the shop, and I never bought CDs in that shop because it was actually all vinyl, so when I saw this one, I picked it up. So here you have High Voltage, Australian version of AC/DC. The next Australian CD I have is TNT. This one is a gift from my wife. We picked it up in Amsterdam Records here in Valencia, in Nuevo Centro. And this one was funny because I was actually finishing the collection if I didn't have it full. I already have, let's say, 3/4 of it. And we saw this one just there, sitting there, the only Australian CD they had, and I was like, fuck, that's beautiful. And she was like, okay, yours. So again, thank you, Amor, and here we have TNT on my collection. This is actually, most of it is what you know as the breakthrough European American album that is High Voltage. It includes It's a Long Way to the Top, Rock and Roll Single, The Jack, Life Wire, TNT, Rocker, Can I Sit Next to You Girl, High Voltage, and School Days. So yeah, it looks like that. And I show you again like that. So yeah, those are my AC/DC Australian CDs. So now we're gonna start looking the ones that almost all of you know. That of course we have High Voltage. As I told you, this one, most of it is TNT. It's a Long Way to the Top, Rock and Roll Singer, The Jack, Life Wire, TNT, Can I Sit Next to You Girl, Little Lover, She's Got Balls, and High Voltage. This one I got it in Cultura in France. In a, I don't know how many albums for 20 euros, so I picked it up. High Voltage. Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap. So yes, this one I remember wanting it already when I was a kid. I remember going to MediaMarkt with my brothers and their girlfriends. Back then I was 7-8 years old, and I saw the digipack version of it, like I have High Voltage that I just showed you, and it was 3.95 euros. They didn't let me pick it up. I don't know why. I still don't forgive that. Not to you, Jose and Salva, but to their girlfriends that convinced me that it was not cool to pick it up that day. So yeah, this is the copy that my brother gave me as a gift lots of years after that, so we can say maybe 2 years ago. This one is actually one of my absolute favorites of them. If you don't know, my favorite AC/DC singer is Bon Scott. Not Brian Johnson, which I love too, or Axl Rose, no. Bon Scott. So yeah, this album includes classics like Dirty Deeds, Under Cheap, Big Balls, Rocker, Problem Child, Ride On, Squealer, Ain't No Fun. Just great album, track 1 to track 9. Love it. Another personal favorite of mine, it would be Let There Be Rock. So yeah, I remember seeing the cover when I was a kid and thinking, that must be a gig, that must... I didn't know. But one day my brother played, I think it was Whole Lotta Rossi or the same Let There Be Rock, and I was like, oh fuck, it's awesome, I love it. And I got it in the same offer as I got High Voltage, so I'm happy to have it on the collection. Awesome, awesome album. And then we have Power Rage. Okay, this album, it has its ups and downs, but definitely still a masterpiece. I don't know, Rock and Roll Damnation, Riff Raff, Sin City, it's just classic. It's just classic from track 1 to track 8 or 9. And yes, almost all the, well yes, all the remasters that I have with the digipack thingy, I got them in the same offer in France. So that way I don't have to explain to you all the time where I got most of them. That cover gave me nightmares as a kid, to be honest. Here you have If You Want Blood, You've Got It. First live album of the band, awesome live, love it, love it, love it. This is my second copy of it. I used to have the same version of it when I was a kid, but like a dumbass, I sold it, so just, it hurts. That classic live album was followed by another classic studio album, Highway to Hell. I have to say that I'm super tired of Highway to Hell, the song, but the other 9 songs are used, you know, they grab you by the balls and they don't leave you until you hear the fucking full album. Favorite songs for me will be Girls Got Rhythm, Too Much, Shut Down in Flames, Night Prowler. Awesome album. This one I got it in a FNAC for like €7. And what I love is that it includes the Australian cover on it. Classic album. Don't scream yet. Don't scream. Please. Relax. Don't beat me up. I do have Back in Black, but I don't have the edition here. You will see in a while why I'm telling that to you. But from now, let's continue with For Those About to Rock, We Salute You. Second album with Brian Johnson of vocals after the death of Bon Scott. They released those 2 great albums that are Back in Black and For Those About to Rock, that is this one. It's just, there's not a bad song in this album. Come on, For Those About to Rock, Let Me Put the Finger on You. Snowball, Evil Ways. It's just awesome. Come on. But I have to say, I feel this one is better. I don't know if you will be able to see it good. Here we have Flick of the Switch. This one again got it in FNAC. Again the same price as I paid most of them. Looks like that. This would be, no joke, my favorite Brian Johnson AC/DC album. Apart from Ball Breaker that we're gonna see after, but fuck. Rising Power, This House is on Fire, Badlands, Brains Shake, Bedlam in Belgium. It's just an awesome piece. That masterpiece is followed by another great album that is Fly on the Wall. This one I used to have a second edition of it on CD that was from actually Colombia, but I left, you know, the transparent CD, the silver CD with the red circle and everything, but I left it to a friend with other 30 CDs, and that has sold them all. So yeah, I had to pick this copy in the moment I saw it, and yes, I love Shake Your Foundation, Gel Danger, Sing the Pink, Hell or High Water, great AC/DC album. Remember those Australian albums that I showed you at the beginning of the video? Well, there was song on those 3 or 4 albums that they released only in Australia that didn't come in let's say High Voltage or Dirty Deeds. So what they did in 85, 86, not sure of the year, was releasing 74 Jailbreak. So yeah, includes Jailbreak, You Ain't Got a Hold on Me, So Business, So Stripper, and Baby Please Don't Go. It looks like that. What can I say about this? It's just an EP with the songs that didn't make it into High Voltage and Dirty Deeds on their chips in Europe and America. Who Made Who? I really love this album. Even though I know it's just a soundtrack to Stephen King's movie Maximum Overdrive, but come on, Who Made Who? DT, Chase the Eyes, Sex Your Foundations, for those about to rock. It's just great tracks. This one I didn't bought on France. This one I bought in Cha 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 in Valencia for €5. And yes, I love this album. This was the one that my brother and I had when I was a kid and he sold after, so it feels good to have it in the collection. Be honest, do you like this album? Because it doesn't bother me, but I neither love it. This is of course Blow Up Your Video, but apart from Hit Seeker and Mean Streak, I really don't enjoy it lots. So yeah, again, this was a gift from my mom actually. She bought it for me on Fnac again with that offer of €7. And yes, not their greatest in my opinion. Neither this one, Razor's Edge. I know, please don't start throwing rocks at me, please. Thunderstruck, okay, is burnt, but burnt as fuck. Fire Your Guns, I don't really like it. Money Talks, boring in my own opinion. Mistress for Christmas is cool. Are You Ready is fine, but can't get into it. It just burns me. It just don't know. Not their greatest. No. At the beginning of the video I was talking to you about the VHS I have of Life at Donington. That when I made my CDC DVD collection with VHS and cassettes and other stuff, I will show you. But now, here we have the Tuesday edition of Life. This one, it was one of my first AC/DC albums. Look at that beauty. And one of my favorite AC/DC gigs ever. I love the version of Hit Seeker, of Jailbreak, or fucking Who Made Who. Just awesome. It just brings me back to my childhood. Of course, I have another copy that I bought for 99 cents in a second-hand shop in Lille, in Cashland. Because it doesn't have the back cover, thing that can be easily fixed. I can just look at the matrix on the CD and download the cover from Discogs, the back cover, and that's all. So yeah, this one is an original one, looks like that. And the track listing is a reduced version of what I showed you before, so my other copy of Life. Finally, we get to my favorite Brian Johnson era AC/DC album, that is Ball Breaker. 1995, the same year I was born. I need to upgrade this copy because actually it's a mini vinyl replica. And if I feel bad every time I play it because I feel it should be just a collectible, have it just to show and not to play. But anyway, I bought it also in Cha 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 for like €3-5, and is that I love every little song. But the surprise came. My favorite two songs of the album are The Fuhrer and Burning Alive. Okay, I take it off at home, and I see that the owner before me have written on there The Fuhrer track number 3 and Burning Alive track number 6. This album came from an owner that loved those two songs especially, and came to another owner that loved those two songs. bizarre, right? It's just rare, it's just weird. But anyway, let's continue with their last 3 CDs. There are a Stiff Upper Lip. This one is super rare. What happened? Super weird. My dad bought it when I was a kid in offer. We after sold it. This same copy. And I bought it back in Cha 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 when I bought Ball Breaker and Who Made Who. How do I know that it's the same? Certain scratches on the cover, certain scratches on the CD. You know. But yeah, this one I love especially because it reminds me of when I was a kid. It came with this little booklet about the collection of AC/DC. That is the one I've been showing you just now. And yeah, lots of people doesn't like this album, but I have a special attraction to it because it was the first album they released that I remember of, you know. Still love House of Jazz or Meltdown, All Screwed Up. Good album. In 2008 they released Black Eyes, which I'm not a big fan of. I like Rock and Roll Train, Big Jack, War Machine, Money Made, and Black Eyes, but could be better. This one I bought in FNAC a little bit after it came out for use for $9.99, so I said, oh, you come home with me. And it came home with me. And last but not least, we have Rock or Bust. We can say list too, but I don't know, it has some songs that is worth not list, like Playboy, Dogs of War, Hard Time, Sweet Candy. It looks like that. This one I got on FNAC for like, again, €5. Still all tucked in there. It's because I didn't listen to it much, but anyway. Those are for my studio CDs. Let's get now to the box sets. What did I tell you? Don't kill me, please. Don't throw rocks at me. Don't waste your time. I have Back in Black. I have it here on Bonfire box set. This is an original 1997 edition. I got it in Cash Converters in Lille for, don't want to say how much money, but anyway, it's a first edition, it's worth it. It doesn't include most of the things that you will have, but anyway. It smells of paprika. And yes, here we have the sticker that came with it, the ticket, and the book that smells of paprika, like I told you. So let's start checking the CDs, shall we? This one, as it says here, is live from the Atlantic Studios, Live Wire, Problem Child, High Voltage, Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be, Dog Eat Dog, The Jack, Hollow Da Rosie, and Rocker. Looks like that. Sounds great. Have to give it a little more of listen. This too is Let There Be Rock, the movie Life in Paris, the soundtrack. I didn't have enough time to listen to it full, but I can tell you it sounds great. This 3 is Bolts, Rarities. It has Dirty Eyes, Too Much, If You Want Blood You Got It, Backstreet Confidential, Get It Hot, Sin City, She's Got Balls, School Days, It's a Long Way to the Top, and Ride On. Looks like that. And here we have Back in Black. First album with Brian Johnson of vocals. Love, Hearst Bells, Shoot to Thrill, Given the Dog a Bone, Let Me Put My Love Into You, You Shock Me All Night Long, Have a Drink on Me, Sacred Lake, and of course Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution. So yes, I told you I had Back in Black, see? I was not lying to you. My second box set, it is Backtracks. This little edition that includes the studio rarities, live rarities, and the DVD Family Jewel Disc 3. So yeah, it looks like that. This one was a gift from my brother that he saw it super cheap in MediaMarkt and said, oh, That's for my brother. So thank you again. It's nice to have in the collection. And the last thing I want to show you is this box set called Hair's Radio that includes 6 CDs from 74 up to 79. It includes this CD, A Long Way to the Top, that includes the Festival Hall in Melbourne in the 31st of December of 74, and Haymarket Festival in Sydney 30th of January of 77. Looks like that. It's all the same image all over the box set, okay? The same image of the cover. Here we have Whole Lotta Rock that includes the Agora Ballroom the 22nd of July of 77 and Nashville 8th of August of 78. Also, you can find all of this in vinyl, in color vinyl, in your local record shop. Here we have Maximum Voltage that includes the Old Waldorf San Francisco the 2nd of September of 77. I keep showing you anyway. Let's see this. This 4 is this one, Live Wires, that includes the Paradise Theatre in Boston the 21st of August of 78. This one I've seen it often in FNAC in vinyl in think orange or blue vinyl, not sure. We have my favorite cover, I think, that is the Damnation Radio, that includes the gig on Columbus, Ohio of September 10th of 78. This one is my favorite cover and is the one that sounds the best. Looks like that. And last one, and There Was Guitar in Maryland the 16th of October of 79. Looks like that. They're super tight inside, sorry. I also have from this same record label or company or whatever it is, a Kiss one that is called God of Thunder, that if you saw the video you know I have, so yeah. Well guys, that's been everything. That's my little ACDC collection. Hope you liked it. See you soon and take care.